is the world's greatest salesman. He could sell the head of the Ku Klux Klan a vacation in blank.
Dangerous question.
All right, Tony. Bernie is the world's greatest salesman. He could sell the head of the Ku Klux Klan a vacation in blank. Africa? Africa! He said Africa. What do you say?
Well, this is pretty close. Nigeria.
Nigeria. That's a match.
Any of you Ku Klux Klanners want to write me a letter, I'll be glad to burn a white cross on your lawn. Harlem.
Harlem. Africa and Harlem are two good responses.
People have been asking me about my hat. My hat is
Shit, Africa and Harlem is two good responses,
lieutenant
bro.
of the police of
Port Vallarta.
You heard what he asked at the beginning.
it's from Lieutenant
Yeah.
Emmanuel.
Ain't no motherfucking KKK
Suez
man
from
going to
East
the motherfucking Harlem.
East Guadalajara.
And since that laid a bomb, I better come up with the right answer. Johannesburg, South Africa.
All right. So there's another one.
What's the word? I ain't talking about Johannesburg.
Yes, sir.
What do you got for us?
Well, this is a place I lived for a year and loved it. Africa.
Oh, yeah, you did a series there.
Well, she went on and had her a Mandingo.
Unlike Brett, I am easily intimidated by people who run around in sheets and burn things on your lawn.
Africa. Another one for Kevin.
Good for you guys.
Marcia.
Good for the short kid. If they bother you, hon, you just call me.
I'm as good as dead. Hey, say goodbye to the boy singer.
No.
Why should they not be against you?
Richard's
They're
on your
against
side.
everybody
You
else.
got Richard. He'll stand up for
We
you.
stand up, America, and say we
There
don't
he
like
goes.
it. Triple K, why don't you come out on the subject? You haven't said what you think of that organization. Come on, give.
I think they stink. Could we out? Yeah! They ought to be outlawed. Hello there.
I'm with you. They couldn't
Hello.
stop
Oh,
a bad name.
Here. Makes me crazy. See, we're smarter than we look, this group.
Oh, very good. Five for him, and you got a little catching up to do. First, we have this for you.
Where's my CCW? I've got to carry a gun now.
I know, in San Diego.
All right. We're back on the air, folks.
So we'll get...
All right. The social session is over. Here we go. Back to work. In his apartment, Hank
Anyway,
said.
same time as usual, Motel 6.
Hank said, he's in his apartment. Hank said, there's too much noise. Either the people upstairs are playing punk rock or they drop their kid into the blank.
Talking about politics coming from a view of the streets, you know what I'm saying, dog? We're not coming from professional view. We're not lawyers, none of that shit that's on TV, you know what I'm saying? We come straight from the hood. We the hood view, you know? Representation of black people, period, on the bench, because we don't know who Clarence Thomas is representing. He's sitting on a Supreme Court, sitting on a bench, smelling like cocoa butter.
2, 3, 4, 5. We live. Deep detail dive.
Yeah.
I'm Rad B.I.D. Jones.
And I am Tony D, #1 soul brother. Uh-oh. You got some motherfucking back. There we go.
And welcome to another Tuesday night edition of Hoodviewpolitics. And we got a lot of rap about this evening because there's a lot of shit going on.
That's for damn sure.
A damn show.
Hold on. Feedback.
There we go. We got a blithering idiot running around. Well, we got a couple of blithering idiots running around.
Where you getting that from?
All right. Oh. Let's roll. I think that's it. Let's try it that way. There we go.
Oh, I'm saying that. Good.
Yeah, we good.
Test. Oh, I can hear that. You can hear?
I sure can.
All right, we good. I don't know what's the feedback. But yeah, like you said, there's a lot going on, bro.
Lot going on.
And like you said, this is HVP, Hoodview Politics.
You
We
know
go in a
it.
deep, detailed dive. You know what I'm saying, dog? Politics from a hood view, point of view. You get that?
Straight from the streets. You know, we gonna talk to y'all. We gonna talk to y'all in a language y'all can understand. We gonna use slang. We gonna use cuss words. We gonna use ebonics. We gonna use all types of shit to get our point across. Because we know that we need to inform our black brothers and sisters out here. Yeah, you know what's really going on in the world, man. Trying to get y'all hip, get y'all up on this game these people playing, because this game ain't fair. You know what I'm saying?
That's for damn sure. So that's why we here to give y'all the deep, detailed dive in most of these situations. You know what I'm saying, dog?
Right.
Now, you catch us last week. We had Cap on, you know what I'm saying, former police captain, you know what I'm saying. Check that joint out when y'all get a chance. He was on before. Right. I interviewed him, you know what I'm saying. This time he came around. The podcast was chill, hang out, you know what I'm saying, dog. Yeah, appreciate him a whole lot. That was a heck of a show. He kicked some knowledge. Yeah, he hope he slide through, get one night. You know what I'm saying? And anybody out there joint disagree with anything we saying, you know what I'm saying? At any point in time, you free to come up on this thing. Or even if you agree and you want to get you still want to, you know, get your point across. You don't want people to know what you know. Give us a holler. You know what I'm saying? Hoodviewpolitics@gmail.com. That's how you hit us up. That's Hoodviewpolitics@gmail.com. You can come on here, drink a beer, you know, all we ask, you bring your fly hat and your cool shades, and we're gonna talk about it. Now, Drink Champs was on a couple weeks. Well, it was last week. Oh Lord! And, Kanye West was on that joint. Yeah, he said a few things on that joint was politically charged. You know what I'm saying? Where it was more than like he went on a hip hop platform, but got political. Put it like that. Right. And some of the things he was saying, people's not feeling good. Like some of the rants he had with Jews, some of the rants he had on George Floyd. You know what I'm saying? Oh no, you know that was. Hey, he was, you know, especially what he said about George Floyd. He was straight out of line with that. Yeah, he just threw out a conspiracy theory. He was just straight out of line. When they do that, it just, to me, I think he just stuck in conspiracy theories. Period. He just stuck there. You know what I'm saying? So he gonna blurt out shit like that and get himself in. He don't want. He feel like he can't get in trouble with anything he say anyway. And hopefully Jews do get mad as far as he concerned. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, I don't give a fuck about you, bro. You've been snub nosing with these motherfuckers for years now. Right. Now they don't fuck with you. Now you screaming. You know what I'm saying? Like the house on fire and thinking everybody supposed to fuck with you because you black, nigga. Fuck that. Nah. You ain't fuck with us all this time. What you just popping up for now? And you run around in these damn White Lives Matter t-shirts and oh my God, you ain't heard the new one, did you? You know him and Candace Owens and some rapist is running around Los Angeles on Skid Row giving the White Lives Matter t-shirts to homeless people. Because nobody else want that shit. Right. And I don't even think they want it. Now, he done changed his reasons why he made that shit 3 different ways and shit. Like, first it was just he wanted to he wanted to prove that white people matter too. him and Candace. That was their
Right.
thing.
But
Then he
nobody
switched
never-
it to my wife white. And the
Yeah.
problem is she not. He just all over the motherfucking place, bro.
You know he is. He gone, man. The dude bipolar, and his 7 different personalities is just coming out or something.
That's
shit.
for sure.
And he got this chick. Look,
Now, this him on.
I don't like to say too much bad. I don't want to say too much bad about black sisters, and because they in the struggle, and some of them doing real big things. But this is a dumb bitch. She really fucked up in the head. She is going around talking about white men are oppressed. Where in the history of the world, in the United States, have white men been oppressed? You got to school me on that one. This broad is really she really fucked up in the head.
Now this is that's when we're on drink times now. We're gonna tap into and see what we talking about so y'all can hear
Look,
it.
the guy's knee wasn't even on his neck like that.
Facebook.
All right, this is George Floyd. What he said
It made
about George
everybody
Floyd.
think I'm crazy. You already took my family away. You already separated all my friends. I don't got no celebrity friends. Because when I was on TV, on Instagram saying, I don't know where my child is, and the Kardashians kidnapped my daughter in public, and I didn't have the address of my child, none of these niggas that want to say something
Travis
now.
gave you the address, though?
Travis gave me the address.
Right.
But as far as Meek Mills,
Right.
Puff Daddy, whoever, none of these niggas, all you fake hard niggas, fuck you.
Wait,
Hold on.
Okay.
All you fake hard niggas, fuck you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck who, because you can't shoot nobody anyway. And the reason why you got talks because you did a deal, you fucking fed. You know what I'm saying? That's why you gotta come at me, because part of the deal for you to be a door that.
Oh, let's stop. You see how he just all over Meek Mill?
Yeah.
So all y'all fake hard niggas ain't give me the address. Like, nobody got to do with you and Young. What the fuck are you talking about?
Well, he had an issue. He had an issue with Meek Mill ever since Meek Mill got out, and he met up with Kim about the prisoner thing, and Kanye got mad because he said he was trying to hit Kim because he wanted her to meet him in a hotel.
I remember all that shit now.
Yeah.
But he just swing him in this like, what?
Yeah.
And get out of jail is that you promise that you gonna go pull my coat car. So y'all niggas shut the fuck up about me. Now let me say it calm. You niggas shut the fuck up about Michael.
Right.
I'm Michael now.
Right,
Every Michael you can think of,
Right.
but mostly Godfather Michael now. No. I'm Michael now. I'm Michael now. I am the richest.
Right. They say you're the richest black man in American history.
In history.
In American
history.
Can we make some noise for that?
All right, hold on.
Nigga gone.
Wait a minute. You say he the richest black man in history.
In history.
Now, I know he's a billionaire.
Yeah, baby.
But wait a minute. Johnson had some bread too, didn't he?
Rob Johnson had some bread, and you ain't telling me you got more bread or made more bread than Johnson & Johnson or Johnson Head Care Products and Afro Sheen. Them motherfuckers been caked up since the 70s.
I don't know, man. This nigga say he the richest black man
In history.
in history? Is that true?
Yeah, we gonna find out.
Because when I think about it, all right, you got Johnson. He owned the Charlotte Bobcats at the time. We got Oprah, but he said black man. So, but when you think of it, gotta be somebody we never heard of. Then it's a lot of billionaires we never heard of for sure. But it gotta be somebody. He can't be the richest black man.
No, he's
in
not.
history. Like that don't even make any sense.
No, he's not. And we got to find out where he stands.
I don't even think that's. I don't know.
No, he's not.
Unless he now again, because Jay-Z is like with his you know what I'm saying? Is with his wife combined and shit. So that's kind of different.
Right. They got they got a joint bank account.
Exactly. Exactly. So I don't know. It says right here, it ain't him. It's according to Forbes 2021 rankings of the world billionaires, Nigerian business magnate. I don't know what that means. Magnate. Dagot. I'm gonna have to look him up too. Had a net worth of 11.5 billion and was the world's richest black man. See?
Yeah. So I already knew he was lying.
We started putting women in it: Rihanna, Oprah, Michael Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
And matter of fact, Michael Jordan is 1.6 billion, and Kanye West is 1.7 billion. Oprah Winfrey is 2.7 billion. Rihanna is 1.8 billion.
So Rihanna got him by 0.1.
Michael Lee Chin, 1.6 billion. So he got more than he richer than Jordan. I didn't even think about Jordan. Even Jordan right there.
Jordan up there.
Tyler Perry is just 1 billion. So he richer than Tyler Perry. He richer than Jay-Z. Jay-Z is 1.4 billion. And I just think that's mixed with his wife though.
Yeah, that could be that joint bank account.
Yeah, nah.
No.
The joint.
Joint. I mean, she can go take out what the fuck she want when she want. And you better not take out more than you put in, sucker.
No bullshit. But it's a lot of motherfucking black people that's billionaires though.
Yeah,
the number one is Alec Doe, we were just talking about. Yeah, Nigerian businessman. Damn. Woo. To accumulate that much bread is crazy.
I told you the dude is delusional.
What made him? And then they clapping and shit. Again, my thing about this whole interview, right, is Noriega didn't know what the fuck he was doing. He didn't know what he was talking about. He didn't know whether or not Kanye was right or not. But whatever Kanye said, he went along with it. Agreed with him. Like, well, he didn't even know if it was true or not. It was just ridiculous, bro.
As we was talking about on the Third Perspective last night, the dude, he just wanted clicks. He wanted clicks. He wanted attention. He just wanted buzz for his show, for his podcast or whatever. He didn't care. And whoever was the money behind this podcast that's putting them on, they damn sure didn't care. Because they just let this asshole just come over there and say what he want. They didn't check him on the falsehoods. They didn't check him on the lies about George Floyd. They didn't check him on the anti-Semitism. They didn't even check him about being the richest black man ever.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You let all that shit just go.
You just let it go. And then now today and yesterday, he want to get out there and apologize and blow smoke up somebody's ass. And, they took the interview down.
What interview?
That interview. They took it down.
Let's finish the joint. He went on
George
Floyd too.
Yeah. And I don't know what's the point of taking it down now. Everybody in the scene. It's everywhere.
The guy's knee wasn't even on his neck like that. When he said mama is his girlfriend. They said he screamed for his mama, right? Gonna say, yo, Kim, it's gonna get dangerous. So they putting all that, he crazy. He so OJ. Nori just want the family back together. I just want the family back together. Kim is a Christian. On TMZ, I just saw yesterday, they said, Pete Davidson and Kim have sex by the fireplace to honor their grandmother. It's Jewish Zionists that's about that life, that's telling this Christian woman that has 4 black children to put that out as a message in the media. So when I drive by and I see the Hulu ads and I say the JP Chase Morgan ads, I'm gonna let y'all know right now, the devil is a defeated foe. You can't poison me. And by the way, y'all done already fuck with me so much. Y'all already black mirrored me. You already made everybody think I'm crazy. You already took my family away. You already separated all my friends. I don't got no celebrity. Because when I was on TV, on Instagram saying, I don't know where my child is, and the Kardashians kidnapped my daughter in public, and I didn't have the address of my child, none of these niggas that want to say something
Travis
now.
gave you the address, though, right?
Travis gave me the address.
Right.
But as far as Meek Mills, Puff Daddy, none of these niggas, all you fake hard niggas, fuck you. Hold on. Okay. All you fake hard niggas, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Fuck who, because you can't shoot nobody anyway. And the reason why you got to talk is because you get a deal, you fucking fed. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got to come at me, because part of the deal for you to be a daughter and get out of jail is that you promise that you're going to go pull my coat car. So y'all niggas shut the fuck up about me. Now let me say it calm. You niggas shut the fuck up about Michael.
Right.
I'm Michael now.
Right,
Every Michael you can think of, but mostly Godfather Michael now. No. I'm Michael now. I'm Michael now. I am the richest.
Right. They say you're the richest black man in American history.
In history.
False.
In American history. Can we make some noise for that?
In history, though?
Yeah, he said it's American history.
He did say
And he's not the richest black man in
I want
American
y'all to
history.
run up on me.
No.
I want y'all to come kill me.
No.
I want you to smack me.
No.
I want you to do all the shit you rap about.
No.
Hold on. All the shit you rap about. I want you to come do it now. Come down to this joint right now, please. Or otherwise, shut the fuck up unless you was there when the Kardashians kidnapped my kids. You understand? Now go and get y'all some motherfucking business while we go and get free. Because I'm Moses out here. You know what I'm saying? I watched the George Floyd documentary that Candace Owens put up. One of the things that his two roommates said was, they want a tall guy like me. They want a tall guy like me. And the day when he died, he said a prayer for, 8 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
He said a prayer for 8 minutes. They hit him with the fentanyl. If you look, the guy's knee wasn't even on his neck like that. When he said mama is his girlfriend. They said he screamed for his mama. Mama was his girlfriend. It's in the documentary. But something that hit me, that fucked me up when I was watching the.
All right, for everybody who don't know, Candace Owens made a documentary about. First, she made one about Black Lives Matter, right?
Right.
So he been obviously listening to and watching her documentary, right? He been influenced by Candace Owens. Period. Everything coming out of his mouth is been. He been influenced by her, bro.
Yeah. She done brainwashed him.
That's for damn sure.
And it ain't hard. Cause he gone. The dude is gone. He off his meds, he off his rocker. Every day he just tripping.
But most of this stuff it's like conspiracy theories and black, like her. Everybody know Candace Owens, but
she want to be white.
Her thing is she's supposed to be a conservative black, right? Which I think should never exist. I don't think it should be a black conservative existing until the conservative party do something different. You know what I'm saying? That caters to black people. You know what I'm saying?
White dudes is
Like,
burning
get
her
the fuck
ass
out
up.
of here. But she turned into a black woman that caters to bigots, racists. She fights for conservative Republicans that don't want a woman to have their own choice in life. She fights for stuff like that keeps guns in the black community. She fights for people that does that. Her Trumps is her people's, Bushes, and all these people that causes the situation in the black communities. So that's why people like her, I always want to point out they are misleaders. Don't look at their black skin and think, okay, I'm listening to her because she's thinking about me. She don't give a fuck about the black culture, period.
No.
She's just thinking about her next opportunity, and she probably married into the white culture. She don't care. You feel me?
The problem with this woman is, and her biggest problem is she hate her own skin. She hate her black skin. She hate her own kind. No, any black woman, any black person, period, that will come out and say out their mouth that white men are oppressed, she done lost her fucking mind. She done lost all her mind.
Remember, some of this shit is just shock jock type act shit.
Right.
Yeah, I remember when we was coming up like 70s and 80s, shock jocks with the shit.
But
like
please,
a Howard Stern type one. But Howard Stern ain't just make up shit. You know
somebody tell me, explain this one to me. Somebody tell me where I missed the boat or something. Where in history have white men been oppressed by anybody? They always been the oppressor.
Shit, another one that always want to push, like I want y'all to check out our podcast last week. We was on, we had Cap on here, a former police officer, right? I want y'all to come on here because it's really important that this is a reason why we're doing this podcast. We want the black culture to have a debate, right? And see what is good for the black culture and who is pushing people that's not good for us, period. And then we had that debate. The person listening is a black man or black woman. They can take from it what they want. They know who is not making sense, period, at the end. That's the debate I want. So anybody that have, like we had last week, we had Cap on, the former police officer. He disagreed a lot with everything we were saying. I was saying, you know what I'm saying? So that's what we want. So the person listening can take either side, but then listen to the debate and see who making any fucking sense. You feel? To me, I think it's a winner of all debates. People think it's not a winner of debates. I do, because the listener can tell who won, who ain't making any sense at the end, or who made the most points, period. Yeah. So to me, her pushing the conservative values, I done found out is about tax cuts and law and order. All right, cool. But her as a black person gotta let the black people know that she like those things out of the party, but the party itself would not help your issues. She gotta let people know that. And other, she's just a misleader. She misleading black people, bro. She get on here, start. Her goal is to bring down Black Lives Matter, bro. That's a white man argument. Like, you leave that to white people for that. You know what I'm saying? That's your goal.
Right.
You ain't got nothing else to do as a black woman to waste your time to expose Black Lives Matter. What's the point of that?
And if it got down to it, they would hang her black ass.
She just looks
she
dumb.
Don't understand this. She don't.
Then all she get after that is white people coming out the woodwork saying, "Oh, you know what? She might be right. Let me get my money back." Man, fuck you.
You know,
like, get the fuck out of here. Anybody that sent some money to the Black Lives Matter was getting that shit tax-free next year any fucking way. They wasn't just giving nobody no fucking money. 9 times out of 10, anybody that donated anything to Black Lives Matter was getting that directly back. And they probably did get it back. For them to sit out here now and start, what's her name? What's Osborne? Was on the motherfucking talk show. This bitch talking about she wanted her shit back. Like, get the fuck out of here, yeah? That ain't making no motherfucking sense to run around these two bitches that started the movement. Who gives a fuck? To me, if you donate some money to somewhere, right? The bitch started an organization of shoestrings and fucking ooze noodles. Y'all ain't give a fuck about it then when she was doing it on her own, going around the fucking world. In the United States, speeches and motherfucking marching with no fucking money, bro. So I don't give a fuck. Y'all getting mad about this shit? Who gives a fuck, bro? Y'all ain't give a fuck when she was out this joint fighting for your shit with no fucking money. None. The whole organization is run on shoestrings.
But this
for years. It's not even a motherfucking organization. It's just a fucking slogan. That's what you gotta get in your fucking head.
But this is how shit goes.
This bitch want to go to the screen and do a documentary. Get the fuck out of here.
Look, when people jumped out there and fighting for rights, fighting for a cause, fighting for whatever, you know, they doing it on their own and shit. You know, people don't want to throw no support behind it, or they want to. You got some people, you know, with conservative values or whatever, that want to tear shit down and this, that, and the third.
Exactly.
And they waiting for a slip up. Okay, we can admit that. Okay, it might have been some what's the word I'm looking for? Malfeasance. But that does not take away from what the cause, what the movement is about, and where the movement stem from. The movement stem from white police in particular, white people in general, having a lack of regard, a lack of respect, and not caring about black lives, and just killing and shooting black people, black men, young black men down in the streets like it's nothing. And for people like Candace Owens, Kanye, to try to play this punk ass Jedi mind trick and try to deflect from what the movement is all about. And what the cause of the movement is garbage. It's total garbage. And come on, bruh, as a black man, and you talk about you got black children, dude, you should stand up, because that could either be you or your child. Could be the next George Floyd, could be the next Tamir Rice, could be the next Eric Garner, and so on and so on and so on. It's so many others, so many out there that this has happened to. And for you and Candace Owens to run around with White Lives Matter t-shirts and passing them out and this, that, and the third, that's garbage. That's bullshit.
And my problem with Candace, right? She want to run around with this documentary about Black Lives Matter, right? That, let's say, like I just said, the bitch ran around for years for free.
Right.
On her own dime, right? Let's say you donated some shit. She started getting more staff. She started getting more security. She started getting more everything, right? So to me, if she was to take the money and do whatever the fuck she wanted, it'd be so easy to trace that, bro. They would have been traced by now. We've been known she actually did that. She actually took the money and did something she had no business. We'd known that by now. On the flip side, when you donated to the wall, like we know now, they took the money and spent it. See the difference? If you donated to build the wall, remember that shit there?
Oh, yeah.
If you donated to that, we know now for a fact your money was spent on other shit.
Oh, yeah.
But you haven't found yet that Black Lives Matter spent anything anywhere else. That's the problem. You're wasting your fucking time. But as a black woman, she want to chase down Black Lives Matter. Meanwhile, motherfuckers spent money on a wall. That money is gone. But she ain't giving a fuck about that, though. That's over here. She don't give a fuck. Fuck out of here. Act like she got a lot of concern about Black Lives Matter and what the lady's spending with the money and all this bullshit. Who gives a fuck? That bitch ain't. You, Candace Owens, is not fighting for black issues. Why would you give a fuck about somebody else that's doing it?
Look,
fuck wrong with you?
I'm gonna use another big word in here right about now. I'm still flabbergasted. How the fuck they fell for that? How the fuck? How in the world that this dude, Donald Trump, he made a campaign promise? Well, that if when we're gonna build a wall between the United States and Mexico. We're gonna build a wall. We're gonna build a beautiful wall. It's gonna it's gonna be the most beautiful wall you ever seen in your life.
Fund with all that money.
And you're gonna tell me, okay, now we know, anybody know politics and that you know anything about the government, know that if anything you're gonna get done is gonna get paid for through, it's gonna be in a budget. It's gonna be in a budget, it's gonna be paid for, it's gonna be taxpayer funded or whatever. So for real, when you voted for this man, you agreed, you basically gave him the green light to take your tax dollars and build this wall. So how in the hell do they send you an email, a letter, or make a phone call and ask you for sending money to build a wall when but that was supposed to be your tax dollars that was funding this wall. Somebody get me right where I'm wrong at. How y'all fall for that? But that's, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, I would.
That's what we here for. Me and your
right.
opinion.
Okay, so I'm gonna give my opinion.
Yeah, nah.
In my opinion, that is one of the biggest frauds and the biggest schemes in the history of the United States on earth. That's my opinion. But they really don't push that. But it's supposed to be some shady shit, some shady shit supposed to happen with some money with Black Lives Matter. Mm-hmm. And you want to go do a documentary about that. If you wanted to do a documentary, you should have did about, okay, be fair. Okay, if it's something that you think was wrong, okay, you have every right to point it out. But be fair and be and be balanced with it. Yeah, be balanced with it. Also, are you gonna make a documentary about this wall money that Trump supporters have sent them to build to build a wall?
Exactly. How about the documentary about George Floyd bill that's not being touched?
These motherfuckers ain't bought one brick.
How about that bill?
Correct.
George Floyd bill. You want to documentary on that?
No.
Wanna know why? This the husband right here. Hubby right here. See what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
What I'm gonna tell you, bro? She talk all that shit, but when you go lay down like that, she don't care about no black issues, bro.
I don't get no white in that.
No black issues is in her concern, bro. That's Candace Owens' life.
He don't look oppressed to me.
Fuck out of here. No. That's her concern. She don't care. She gonna get on this joint and do it. Internet. What's that called? Shop jock shit. Where she don't give a fuck about black issues at all. Period. I don't think a conservative black person really care about black issues. When they start talking about, that's just law and order for me and them tax cuts. I'm good to go. It's like, if you take those two things out, you forget about life. What about life eating? What about life as a black man and raising black kids in the neighborhoods where guns are prevalent all over the place? And you put up a bill to try to stop guns from being in the neighborhood. You got one party stop it, one party trying to advance it, and you still say they're all the same. I got a real big issue for people that say that. If you got, or you know a person, or you that person, come on this joint right now and holler at us. You know what I'm saying? If this your girl right here, Candace Owens your baby, holler at us, boy. Explain to me why, as a black woman, she don't tote black issues. Why she got to bring down black people? That's why that's her goal.
I mean, you can. Matter of fact, you can. Sometimes you could have said that about Oprah, but Oprah don't bring down, black people in the process, But look,
she a piece of shit.
It's my thing. This is me. I think people like Candace Owens, people like what's that son of a bitch? Clarence Thomas.
Oh my God.
People like Kanye West.
Oh man.
These people are dangerous. And these people are in the process. If you're not paying attention, and this is one of the reasons I like podcasting, and I like to get my opinion out, and I like to talk about these issues, because these people, it is people like these, Candace Owens, Kanye West, Clarence Thomas, and it's more of the like. It's more people like them than you think. These people are setting black people back, and they want to set black people back. They want to set you back to a time of where you didn't have no rights, with Jim Crow and shit like that. These people don't care about your rights. They don't care about human rights. They don't care about civil rights. They don't give a damn about your rights as a woman. They don't care. And these people, especially a person like Clarence Thomas, who is working on the Supreme Court, who is working in the background. You don't see what this dude do every day to change the laws and to influence the laws that will strip away basic human rights. Basic human rights.
That's exactly what the problem is in America,
and they don't care.
That brings us to the fact that Senate races all over America right now.
And the thing is, I'm gonna talk to my brothers and sisters out there because that's who this podcast is geared to. You know what I'm saying? We don't have a lot of black political podcasters out there. You know what I'm saying? With a show that's geared towards people in the hood, put it like that. Normal, everyday people like us. And you know, me and my man right here, you know, we've been on politics for a while. And we know and we see what's going on. And we try to, you know, we're gonna kick that knowledge to y'all out there because it is people out there that will set you, that are working to set us back, you know, and while they working to set us back, they letting us set us back by the dumb shit we do. Right, we got to wise up. We got to see what's going on. We got to see what's going on Capitol Hill. We got to see what's going on in the State House. We got to see what's going on in our neighborhoods. We got to see what's going on in our cities, our communities. We got to see and check what's going on in our own house. Because if we don't, you see, they use 9/11 as a excuse to strip away privacy rights. Now you see that they're stripping away women's rights, and I'm telling you, Clarence Thomas already done made it known he's coming after civil rights.
That's what brings me to the fact that there's so many Senate races and races around the country right now that everybody need to, whatever state you in, you need to engage in and find out what's going on. Like if you're in Atlanta right now, I hear that Atlanta got the high what's name rate. I mean, voters coming out, early voters and everything. But if you in these states, man, you got people like Herschel Walker, you know what I'm saying, running around. You need to get out there. You need to get out there and vote. Black people, I see your numbers up in Atlanta. You need to get out there and vote. When people sit there and say, like for example, the George Floyd bill, we had a conversation with Cap last week, former police officer. The George Floyd bill, for example, you need 60 votes in the Senate to pass any bill, right? So it's 100 senators. Now, right now it's 50-50, where the Republicans have half of the Senate and Democrats have half of the Senate, right? So if you can't pass anything without 10 people from the other side. That's just math, right?
Yes.
So
basic math.
So everything that come up, you gotta have 10 or more people from both sides. I mean, from the other side, including all from the other side. To anything to pass, you need 60, right?
Correct.
So if you put the George Floyd bill up, all Democrats vote for it, and you got 3 Republicans, you need 10 of them. Really, you need the whole party to vote for it, for real, but there's only 2-3 of them voting for it. That's the problem. So when you go in a state like Atlanta, we can't let the Reverend come out of there for Herschel Walker, bro. It's just that fucking simple. You can't get mad later on when you let people like this in and then no bills are passed. Because he's not going to go there to pass anything. You can't at the end be like, oh, Biden, you ain't do nothing, man. When you let fools like this fill up the Senate and Congress and block shit. With something, Cap was he didn't say he voted Republican, kept admitting over and over on each topic that Republicans were blocking it. You see what I'm saying? You had to admit that for one thing on each topic. So if that's the party blocking it, why is that you supporting that party? You feel me? Don't tell me, if independents was running everything, they go by all the polling. The Democrats already going by polling by guns, environment, anything you can think of, they already going by the poll and what America want, bro. It's just simple.
The long and short of it is this, and of what you're saying, I mean, all of it is true. But people got to realize this. Y'all had a power. Y'all had all the power.
The power is in that vote. Is in that vote every 2 years, every 4 years, or whatever. Just to take an hour out of your time to go down to your local polling place and cast your vote for who you want to represent you. Because you got the power to these people who's not getting nothing done or not getting nothing done in your that's in your interest. You got the power to vote their ass out. You can go down there, take a friend with you. Tell that friend to bring a friend. Tell that friend to bring a friend. And before you know it, you have a voting block that is can easily sway an election. And when you have a voting block, or when you got enough people behind you, believe me, they'll come to your communities and they'll get shit done.
There shouldn't be no debate. It's like 43, 44 out there in Atlanta with Herschel Walker. It shouldn't be that close, bro. Even though I know for a fact, like every race in America is going to be close no matter what person is there. That's why I want everybody to understand it's not the person. Like you could take Herschel Walker out right now and stick anything there. It's going to be the same amount of percentage on the race, bro. That Republicans and Democrats, it's still going to be the same amount no matter who you put in and out of there. Period. So the problem with Republicans, they put anybody up. They don't care if the person qualified. They don't care if they're a rapist. They just getting out of jail. They don't care about none of that. They don't care about none of that.
Go ahead. Yeah, I mean that's true. They don't care. They really don't care. They don't care who they put up. All they care. They got an agenda.
How you put Herschel Walker up? That's just crazy.
Right. The GOP, the Republican Party, has an agenda. Really? And the agenda is they just want, for some reason, their agenda is to turn the clock back to 1940 and 1950. For some reason, and none of them was, and half of them wasn't even born then. But they want to turn the clock back to this time where minorities had no rights, women had no rights, and just, white men felt they was free to do as they want.
Why would you run Dr. Oz? That's another example. Between Herschel Walker and Dr. Oz, it's silliness. We talking about senators, bro.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought
Dr. Oz, come on, bro.
I'm glad you brought
These the people that Republicans run. And people want to sit and say these parties are the same. If we just go on the basis of do they run qualified candidates or not, who passes that test? Just that alone, you got Republicans running people all over the country that shouldn't be in office, bro. Like, what are y'all doing? Let's put somebody there that we can debate. Don't put somebody there that just shouldn't be there for debate. You know what I'm saying? A racist. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, they shouldn't, or a motherfucking pedophile. Like, they ran a pedophile a year ago, bruh. Like, these people, before we debate, shouldn't be here, bruh. You feel me? Put somebody out there first that we can debate. Don't put people that shouldn't even be, Dr. Oz. Herschel fucking Walker that don't know. This motherfucker said, if we fix our climate, Japan and China just gonna steal the air. This supposed to be the senator? This is the silly shit I'm talking about. A motherfucker deadbeat dad that don't want to tell you how many fucking kids he got, period. He got one running around. He in the Republican Party, but his son is gay. He don't mention him at all. And this the person is going to win over a reverend? Is we serious?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. A reverend, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, man. It's gotten ridiculous, bro. That's the shit I mean. Like, can Republicans at least run people that make some fucking sense? You know what I'm saying? So, like, they put in these stars like they did Ronald Reagan. You know what I'm saying? They put these stars in that comes in with a cult following any fucking way. So you come in with some built-in votes. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like some internet shit today. Like if motherfucking Kanye run or some shit, he come in with built-in votes. You know what I'm saying? It's like they coming in What the fuck is going on with politics today, bro? Are they even taking this shit fucking serious? Are these grown ass men and women, are they fucking taking politics serious right now, bro? And the people voting for them, are y'all taking it serious? Really? Can we at least put some qualified candidates up there? We had a former police officer tell me he voted for fucking Jill Stein, my nigga. Jill fucking Stein.
Jill Stein.
Really though? Can we at least put people in there that's qualified to run the fucking country or the Senate, the state? Why are we just putting people in there that's just like, put me in it? Fuck it. If it's just like, fuck it, it don't make any sense, bro. I need people to do way more better with their candidates in Republican land. You know what I'm saying? Or wherever the fuck these people at. We need more. Come on the fuck on, man. Dr. Oz?
Yeah, because I knew it was something. I'm glad you brought him up because it was something I need to talk about him. You know, I know you know about the fake the fake encounter he had with the grieving black lady, and it turned out that she was a paid staffer.
Exactly.
Come on, dude.
So he sets the scene up. No, everybody don't know.
Right.
That he coming in being some type of good candidate, good Samaritan ass nigga.
Something like that.
And the whole time, he know the lady. She work on the fucking staff. We got time for this, bro?
Right.
Like, come on the fuck on. We don't have time for this nonsense, bro.
If you wanted to see some grieving black people, it ain't hard to find them.
All I'm asking is qualified people.
Actually go.
Qualified.
If you want to get your motherfucking message out, actually go. That's the problem. That's the problem with the Republican Party right there. Instead, the same amount of time it takes to set up a fake ass encounter, a fake meeting, a fake grievance session, you could have just easily went to where the people are.
It's ridiculous, bro.
And state your case.
It's ridiculous.
That's all you have to do. You just have to go. You just have to state your case. Say, this is what I stand for. You can say, well, the other side, the Democrats say such and such and such and such and such. But I'm here to offer you an alternative and give people the choice.
Don't forget, Dr. Oz is fucking wealthy, bro. He got plenty of money. And he spent $21 million on his own campaign. That's Dr. Oz.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? These are flawed candidates, bro. And the fact that Republican Party runs these people is ridiculous because it only leaves people with two choices. If you got a clown ass fool there, that's a problem. That's 50% chance of that fool being elected. Like, stop doing that dumb shit, bro. This shit's stupid. And then here we go. When we go on the Democrat side, they run the foolish people over and over again. Like, what the fuck? How many times this bitch gotta lose Stacey Abrams for me to keep seeing her? Get rid of this bitch. Find somebody else that can run the platform right. Oh, she's not communicating right, bro. Because she's been in the same state for the last 5-6 years. You keep grabbing this bitch for state running, governor running, Senate. Get rid of this bitch. Find somebody else that can run. You wasting time. You might love this. Hey, give her a job in the motherfucking DNC or something. But right now, you need somebody to win these fucking races.
Well,
and she losing.
If she don't win this
one, fuck.
She done.
Keep putting her up for.
I mean,
she's a terrible candidate, bro.
If she don't win,
it ain't like when Republicans put up assholes. She just not good.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say
she's not a good politician. You gotta be able to connect with motherfuckers, you know? Even though you right on all the issues.
Stacey Abrams has a following. I don't know if her following is good enough to make her governor. That's what we're gonna find out in 2 weeks.
Like the debates last night, she was in. She right on all the issues, but she letting the Republican come the fuck on, man. We need somebody in these debates that can fight back, first of all. And even though you right on the issues, make your point on those issues. You feel me? It's easy to be right on the issue. We cool. You be like, well, he voted against this. Okay, then that's it though.
But
You gotta be able to fucking come
the
on.
problem is this. It ain't too many bulldogs you gonna find in the Democratic Party.
You can find somebody better than Stacey Abrams. We tired of her. Tired of seeing her.
Yeah, but nobody else can beat her in the problem is nobody else can beat her in the primary in Georgia.
No. This come from being hand picked right here. You hand picking this bitch. She gets the most money from the DNC, so she's the candidate. They need to find somebody the fuck else.
Yeah, but still, it still comes down to the people. It don't matter how much money a motherfucker got for real. If you can get if your message resonates with the people, and you can get out there and talk to the people and get the people to the polls, and or you got a message that the people connect with, fuck how much money and who support who. Because we've seen it. We've seen when Hillary Clinton was a presumptive nominee. And Barack Obama came out of nowhere. I ain't gonna say he came out of nowhere, but he came out of nowhere with a message that connected with the people, and he connected with the people.
No.
And what
he was getting more money than her, so he was going around anywhere she went, he went too.
Not at first he was.
So he was making the most money she was.
Not at first he was.
That was the problem right there.
Not at first.
In fact, he was taking most of her donors.
Ooh.
They split those joints.
Didn't blow up. I ain't gonna say he was
blowing up is different from having money to get your message out. He always had that.
Get over the hump and get all that money until he got.
They always had the bread.
By Ted Kennedy, he didn't get much money as her at first. He didn't start getting money, and the money didn't start rolling in till he got endorsed by Ted Kennedy. When he got that endorsement from Ted Kennedy, and they did that campaign where when Kennedy endorsed him, and Hillary and Bill was mad at Ted for a minute, but that's what shifted the whole campaign, and what shifted the money to coming in to Obama. But at first, everybody was like, Hillary is it. She was getting the money. She was getting everything. She was the front runner.
They both were getting money.
Then he came along and blew her doors off.
They both were getting money.
Yeah, in the end, both was. But in the beginning, she was smoking him. Nah, in the beginning, when he first announced that he was running, she was smoking him. She was smoking everybody. But when he started getting momentum, and boom, he got that endorsement. He got a couple endorsements here, he got a couple endorsements there, but he got that big endorsement from Ted Kennedy. It was Ted Kennedy and Caroline Kennedy.
She need to
started rolling in.
She need to run like my girl in Florida that's running against my man, that dumbass, Rubio. Now that's how you run. I guarantee.
Well, she's a bulldog.
I don't know. He making a lot of money.
She's a prosecutor.
So
she's a bulldog.
But that right there, that's a candidate. That's what I mean. Like Stacey Abrams is not that. She got to get her the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
she in the way. She in the fucking way. Her. What's the other motherfucker in Texas? These niggas gotta go, bro. They in the fucking way. Beto, he about to lose a fucking game. We ain't got time for this. You giving up seats. And when it's time to pass shit like George Floyd bill, it's a Republican there now. Because you fucked that up. You cannot keep running these soft, mushy, fucking pudding ass Democrats, bro. They got to get somebody in that joint that fucking run bite. Like the bitch that's running against Rubio. Like that.
I agree with you.
Come the fuck on.
But I agree with you. But who else is out there?
Look at this nigga Bago. Whatever the fuck. He done lost 800 times. Get him the fuck out of here.
But who else is out there?
Somebody besides this fool.
Hey,
get rid of these fools.
Somebody, but if it's somebody, if they be running instead of
the problem is the Democrats think they spot stars. That's their problem. They ain't not no fucking stars. Get rid of these fools and put somebody else in this thing, bro. Find somebody else.
The problem is this,
they useless.
It's been that way for the longest time. The Democrats they don't groom future candidates well. They haven't been doing it. Republicans, I give it to them. If they spot somebody that they see something in, they'll put them out there. They'll put them out there. They'll pump them out. Yeah, even though they might be some trash. But for some reason, Democrats don't do it well, and it's gotta be young candidates, new candidates, different candidates out there.
This is a young candidate,
and that's the problem.
He's some trash.
That's the thing, and that's the thing that the DNC supposed to be doing. They supposed to be going out here to the grassroots and finding these candidates. That's the job of the DNC.
Now watching the debates, I can't say Warwick is trash. He that debates right there, he did a good job in that debate. He pointed out a lot of things about Herschel Walker, which is crazy. So that debate right there was good. But still, at the end, Republicans still gonna vote for Herschel Walker because it's not the person. I was trying to get this to cap head. The people don't matter. They just need a person there for votes, you know. It's the platform. They don't give a fuck who that person is.
It's look, Republicans gonna vote.
It's all about votes.
Democrats gonna vote for Democrats.
It's like playing checkers.
What are you trying to do? What votes are you fighting for? You fighting for the independents. You fighting for those few independents in the middle that haven't decided. That's what you fighting for.
But it's just you gotta play checkers, bro. It's like now with this race, for example, all they caring about is shit like George Floyd bill and shit like climate. They don't care who this person is. They just need somebody there. Like I told you, anybody gonna be there is gonna be the same percentage votes. Watch at the end, it's gonna be close. No matter who the persons are.
Yeah, because
that's just the bottom line.
The country's right now, the country's split down the middle. Basically. The country's split down the middle. You got Democrats on one side, and you got an equal amount, of Republicans on the other side. So it's split down the middle. The elections are decided by the few independents out here who haven't made up their mind. That's who they're fighting for. The people that's on the fence. Because you already know, Republicans is going to vote Republicans, no matter what kind of garbage candidate they put out there. Democrats going to vote Democrats, no matter who the candidate they put out there.
Hell nah. Democrats ain't voting for no bigot ass anybody.
Okay, but when is
a Republican will vote for that?
When is the Democrats ever put out a bigot?
That's my point, but they're not gonna vote for one. They ain't gonna run in this party because you're not getting no votes.
Right.
That's my point. So
so that's not even an issue.
You're never exactly.
Democrats haven't put out a flaming bigot.
Exactly. So you can't say whatever they put up if they're gonna vote for them. That's a Republican thing there.
Right.
You gotta go through some shit in the Democrat Party.
Put it like this. Whoever comes out of the primary, whether it's a state primary or national primary, that's who Democrats gonna vote for.
Yeah, because he went through the fire.
Right.
He's not a bigot, not a racist. He's not against gay marriage. He gonna vote for guns or her. They made it through that. You know what they doing now. You feel me?
You already know what the person who comes off the Democratic side stands for anyway.
No. You gotta go through a primary to find out. Like you gotta weed out a bigot or a racist or somebody that's against gun.
Hold on. The same thing on the Republican side.
No, they don't. You gonna run a fucking bigot? You gonna run a racist? You gonna run a pedophile? What are you talking about? What they check with it?
They had primaries. Just like we had primaries.
But they not stopping anything in their primaries. You can run a bigot. You can't just run any. You said if you run a Democrat, all Democrats vote for him. If you run a Republican, all Republicans vote for him. That's not true. You can run a Democrat. If it's a bigot, he's not gonna make it through the primaries.
That's not what I'm saying.
All right, so they're not gonna vote for anybody.
What I'm saying is,
see what I'm saying?
Whoever the candidate on the Republican side, the Republicans is gonna vote for. Whoever the candidate on the Democratic side, Democrats gonna vote for.
Not true.
How?
I just gave you an example.
How?
If it's a bigot, he's not gonna get votes.
I'm not throwing.
If he gets gay marriage,
I'm not going to it.
Let's say if he gets gay marriage, he's not making it through the primaries. You feel me? Now give me the one thing that Republicans will stop you at. You can be a bigot. You can be a racist. What are we gonna stop at? You can be a pedophile. What can you not be? They don't vote for any Republican.
Once we go through,
Democrat will not vote for any Democrat.
Once we go through the primaries and we go through the primary election process and we get through the general election, just like we did back in the early months of this year, when all the states had their primaries. We know who the candidates are. We know who the candidates are in 2 weeks. We already know on the Democratic side, whoever the candidates are, the Democrats going to vote for.
They went through a primary that Democrats would not let you slide if you were big.
I understand what you're saying.
Republicans will vote for you no matter what the fucker you are. Now you get it? So half of that was right. You said Republicans will vote for any Republican.
Right,
ain't no Democrat gonna vote for any Democrat, bro. It ain't happening. I can name you 100 Democrats will not make it through the primary, bro. No way, shape, or form. So therefore, we as Democrats won't vote for that. But if you run a racist or a pedophile, that can make it through the primaries in the Republican Party, bro. So they'll vote for anything. Democrats will not vote for anything. Once you make it through
what you're saying.
As a president, if you make it nationally now, that's just the Democratic candidate now. Everybody can vote for him, independents and Republicans.
Okay, what you're doing, you're throwing something else in it. What I'm saying is, when we get through all of this, and we got a Democratic candidate versus a Republican candidate, no matter who's who, and we done weeded them out. You done went through the primaries, and the Republicans selected who they want to run. They say, okay, we want this person to be our representative. And Democrats then went through their process and they say, this is who we want to represent us. Okay, you're going to have Republicans voting for their candidate. You have Democrats voting for their candidate.
Because by that time, they've been vetted.
I understand that.
So they're supposed to vote for them.
That's not even an issue. What I'm saying is you're going to have, if the country is split down the middle, you're going to have 50%. Well, you want to have, put it like this. You say you got 48% of the country voting for Democrats, voting Democrat. You got 48% of the country voting Republican. So you got both sides fighting for that 2% that's not decided. That's where the elections are decided.
You don't have to have that if you get all. See what happened when Trump won? If you get all your bigots out, all your side out, you don't need no independence. So he proved that. That's something you can do without independence. Independence is false nerve. Independence don't exist, bro. There's no such thing as an independent.
You got people who vote both ways.
They just ain't.
They
They just ain't put that name on no certain party yet.
Right.
But they fucking. There's no way you, as a human being in America, do not side with either side. You can't be a conservative and say you're a Democrat, bro. Those two people are not the same.
No, you can't say that. You can't say that.
You can't do it.
You
can't tell me you for tax cuts and law and order, but you're a Democrat. It don't work.
How does it work?
You'll never see a law or the tax cut Democrat, bro. Win any race anywhere in America.
I ain't going for that.
What? Tax cuts?
Yeah.
What? For rich?
Tax cuts? They want tax cuts for, we want tax cuts for the middle class.
No, I'm talking about tax cuts for rich, law and order.
Okay.
No Democrats voting for that. Right?
I agree with that.
Exactly. That's all the Republicans going to offer you. Democrats ain't doing that.
Okay, then that means as a voter, you have to do the work, or you have to do the research and find out who stands for what.
What I'm saying is, it's no such thing as an independent. Like if you ask a motherfucker,
you got some people that vote one way in one election and might not.
You can't do that.
You can.
That person right there is you can't do it. You got to do one or the other.
You have people that are undecided and will vote. Who will vote strictly on the issue? I can't. The issues that affect them.
I get that. I get that.
Those are independent.
That I get. Nah, there's no such thing as independent.
People out there that were like, look, I'm not affiliated with either party. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican. But I vote according
Democratic or I vote Republican. You can't do both, bro.
You can.
There's no way. All right, let me explain why you can't do both.
You get a vote.
I'll explain to you why you can't do both.
According to the issues that affect you.
No, you can't do that.
How you can't?
Let's say, all right, you vote because it's two different parties completely, where you can't pick and choose out. Like you can't say, okay, you know what? I like Republican because the law and order, right? But on the flip side, hold on. You can't say that as a Republican, say I like law and order, but on the flip side, you don't provide no alternative for anybody that's in poverty whatsoever. But you want law and order. You want to lock everybody the fuck up that look for those opportunities that's not there because they gotta go through motherfucker. They gotta break the law now. You feel me? So this is oxymoron to say I'm law and order, but vote law and order, but then whine about your streets flooded with guns. You can't do both. Because both parties are different, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Both parties are different.
That's you. Both parties different. So you can't wobble wobble. You can't.
Yes, you can.
You can't wobble
because
two joints because they looking at things different, bro.
You can say at this point. You can say at a point. Well, damn. I live in a high crime area, and I want something done about the crime. But also, I feel that it's people out here that need help. So I'm voting. Well, I vote on this issue. Well, damn, this issue is more important to me in my life right now. Maybe I need this tax cut, but I also need safer streets.
All right, you can't do both. That's my point. You're making my point.
You gotta you have to make a choice. There are people out there that have to make a choice.
You see what I'm saying?
I'm making a choice.
But you make my point.
And they might say, well, damn, I agree with this, and that. But
you can't do both.
But the Democrat, I might agree with law and order. I might agree with tax cuts. But the Democrats are offering health care. Health care is more important in my life. Right, so I might have voted. Say I voted Republican in the last 3 elections.
You can't do.
But the Democrats are offering something that I need, which is health care.
Right,
so I got to vote Democrat this time.
All right, so
because
now,
I need that.
All right,
and
so
there's people that like it. It's like that.
All right, now. You voted Republican all those times, made the issue where you got now where you need health care. So that's why I say you can't do both, bro. Because they both doing different things. You can't vote Republican, then whine about something later on because Republicans caused it. You voted for them to do that. Okay. That's your fault. Then then you can't say, I'm going to vote. Hold on. You just, hold on. Go ahead.
Then maybe I have voted against my interests all this time. Well, I was promised this. I was promised this. Well, hold on. They're not giving me that. I need to go with. I need to get that because that's different. That's what's important in my life at the time.
That's different from doing both.
People that vote like that.
That's different from voting for both willy nilly. You can't do. You cannot do it.
But it's not willy nilly because some people actually weigh both sides.
It's no weighing. Now you get what I'm saying? I bet. Now, if you. All right, let's say healthcare, for example, right? Let's take 3 issues. You gun lover, you want all your guns, right? You vote Republican. Meanwhile, your insulin is going through the roof. You can't afford healthcare. You have an elderly grandmother you can't take care of because Republicans voted against all that. So now, you just sacrifice your fucking life for the guns. That's what I'm telling you. You cannot wishy-washy between both parties because they look at shit different, bro. You got one party that's trying to solve. Hold on. You got one party that's want to solve your issue with your family and healthcare, and one party that want to make sure guns in the street, make sure everybody's buying guns. You can't wishy-washy between both of them because that's what they do, bro. That's their agenda.
Maybe. At the time.
No, it's not at the time. This is what they do all the time.
Things change. No. Because people's situation.
No, I can't let you slide with that.
You're talking about Republicans staying on an agenda. No. Yeah, they stay on the same agenda.
I can't let you vote for Republican.
But people's lives change. And sometimes that's how people vote. People one time, guns might have been important. You're like, damn, gun rights. Yeah. I want to keep my guns. I want to this, that, and the third. But then over the course of the 4 years, you got sick. So
there's only one party that's on doing both of those, though. One party don't give a fuck about either one. So you can't wishy-washy. You making my point.
But some people vote according to their situation.
Nah, you can't do that. That's what I'm trying to say.
To their wallet. Yes,
you can't wait till then. You can't wait till it's your problem, bro.
How many times? For example, how many times do you watch a debate?
You cannot wait.
How many times do you watch a debate or a town hall? Then right after the town hall, they got 20, 30 people in a room, and they got a moderator saying we got 20 undecided voters in here, and if the voters will stand up and say, well, what I heard tonight, I like what I heard from this candidate, but I also like what
they some idiots, bro. Are you listening?
Idiots.
They dumb as fuck.
Vote like that,
bro. If you get to the point where you stand in front of Donald fucking Trump and trying to figure out, I'm trying to weigh here. You an idiot.
But people that done
you're a dumbass.
People that done that.
You the problem. You cannot vote for this shit to get mad later on and vote this way to go back that way. You the problem.
So you saying these people can't change their mind? How many people voted for Trump?
You cannot do it.
How many people voted for Trump and then 4 years later didn't vote for Trump?
You can't do that.
People did it.
My point is that person cannot do that. That's an idiot. You cannot do
that. That's not an idiot. You was promised a bill of goods.
I don't care what you was promised, bro.
You was sold something that the dumbass didn't.
You're not being sold anything. I've been watching politics now for 20 years. Hold on. Now I've been looking at politics now for more than 20 years, bro. And two things ain't changed. Republicans give a fuck about guns, period, and religion. And Democrats give a fuck about social. Hold on. Go ahead. And Democrats give a fuck about social issues. That hasn't fucking changed. Ever. So you can't wishy-washy. When you start wishy-washy, who wishy-washy? Why you wishy-washy?
I'm not talking about the party.
Ain't nothing changed.
I'm not talking about the party. I'm not talking about the GOP. I'm not talking about the DNC. What I'm saying is,
you can't do back. You can't do
people's situation. You
gotta stay with one.
And you can't stay that way.
You can't stay with one.
No, you can't. And no, you don't have to. Because if people stay one way, we would still have another 4 years of Trump.
Bro, you can't. He wasn't supposed to be there. You can't.
But he was. So you can't change that.
You can't stay one way, bro.
Yes. What?
You don't get what I'm saying.
Good.
You don't get what I'm saying. You cannot go back and forth because it's agendas.
That's what independent is.
It's agendas.
That's what independent is.
I'm gonna tell you why. You can't vote for this party this time and then vote for this party this time because now this party has an agenda, bro, that continues. And once you disrupt it because you've now voted for the other party, that everything is over now. It's starting over with another agenda. You're missing the point. Like if the Democrat was trying to fix healthcare, for example, and you this time, you know what? I'm gonna vote Republican. That's out the window now. Now you're going on a decade with nobody thinking about fucking healthcare because now you wishy-washed. Because these parties stay the same, bro. Ain't never gonna change.
I'm not saying that the parties don't change.
So you can't wishy-washy and pick back and forth.
I'm not saying that the agendas don't change.
Now you get the point?
No.
You can't go back and forth because they don't change. Why you going back and forth?
Because there are a set of people in this world, in this United States, who vote according to their situation.
They are dumb as fuck.
You can't say that.
You can't wait until it's your turn.
Say that.
You can't wait till you get cancer, bro. You can't wait till you got these insulin, bro. Because that's the dumb thought process then.
Huh?
You can't vote Republican.
Look,
hold on. You can't vote Republican. They don't care about insulin at all. Then when you need insulin, I'm gonna vote Democrat. It's too late. How you gonna let the Democrat give you insulin now? No, when you've been voting against that, they've been trying to give you that for years, bro. It's not a magic trick.
To your interest.
It's not a magic trick. You gotta give a fuck about healthcare issues from the beginning, or you don't, bro. Don't wait till it's your turn.
Bullshit. But people do that.
You can't do it. They dumbasses. They dumbasses.
Huh?
They not stupid. You see, you watch the news. You see what party putting up healthcare and what's one not.
I understand.
So you can't wait till it's your turn. Don't be dumb. You're dumb.
There are a set of you can't call people dumb.
I just told you they dummies.
How?
I just explained to you.
That's not dumb though.
That ain't ain't dumb to vote against your interest until you need it.
What? Because some people don't need it. And some people at the time, look, if I don't have cancer.
But your aunt died of cancer.
Huh?
Your aunt died of cancer, right? You don't have it though.
Maybe
somebody in your family died of cancer.
That don't mean somebody in my family don't have it.
And that's what happened.
Or that don't mean somebody in my family has it.
But that's what happens. It's a chance
to a lot of people.
That's a chance.
But
you voting Republican the whole time. But when it's your turn, now you got cancer. But now you want to vote. I'm gonna vote Democrat now because now I got cancer and they take care of healthcare. Like that's ridiculous.
I'm just saying.
That's an idiot.
Huh? Yeah, you can't call the people idiots.
I just explained to you.
That's not idiotic.
That's not idiotic, bro.
Some people do that.
That's dumb as fuck.
That's not dumb.
You can't wait to then.
Some people don't affiliate. Some people look. These are the issues that are important to me,
bro.
And
you cannot tell me tax cuts and keeping your guns is more important than the guns in the street, right?
To some people, it is.
That don't make any sense.
Hey, look, everybody not from where we from.
That person cannot
vote
Republican
the way we think.
You can't vote Republican and Democrat. They two different visions.
Everybody's not from where we from. Are you listening? Everybody don't think the way we think. You got people that think the total opposite and believe
they idiots, bro.
Believe the total opposite.
Are you
I'm
understanding?
not gonna call them idiots because that's what they do. That's what they do. That's just what they do. Some people will sit there and look at both sides and say, look, I got a candidate here, I got a candidate here.
They idiots.
Okay, what are the issues?
They idiots.
This issue, I look at this issue. This issue is
they ill-informed. They dumb as fuck, bro.
That's being informed.
How you being informed? You just coming to the party trying to figure out what's happening.
You
ill-informed.
They independents.
Bruh, if you're independent and you wait until the last 3 weeks of a fucking election to figure out what you want to do, you're a fucking idiot.
Some people go through the whole process.
They's an idiot.
Some people go to rallies. Some people watch debates. Some people watch campaign ads. Some people read up on the candidates. Some people
they idiots, bro.
It's not, no.
Are you
some
listening?
people actually do the research.
You're not researching.
People out there that do what we tell them to do.
All right, you think somebody's researching?
Every day. Hold on.
All right, hold on. Go ahead.
Every week we get on here and tell you. We don't tell you who to vote for. We just tell you to vote. Look up, research the candidates, vote the way you what your heart tells you. Vote your interest. We tell people that every week. And there's actually people out here that does it.
No.
That
doing your research and wait until 2 weeks and 3 weeks before an election and still know what the fuck you doing.
Who said they went
some dumb ass shit?
Who said they went to 2 weeks?
I don't give a fuck what's a month. That's some dumb shit that you don't know.
It don't matter if they went a day before.
That's some dumb shit.
If they do the research and they vote their interest, they say this what affects my life. That's why you put representatives there.
Again.
To represent you and to do the things that affect your life.
You can't wait till it's your turn, bro. Are you listening to me? You as a voter can't wait till it's your turn to vote for something.
So you gonna
hold on.
So you gonna tell me right now? I can say I'm a Democrat. I done voted Democrat every time I voted. I'm a registered Democrat. But you gonna tell me that if it so happens that I need insulin, and you gonna tell me that if the motherfucking Democrats is not offering healthcare or offering to lower the insulin costs, but the Republicans are, you telling me I shouldn't vote my interest and put that person in office that can get me what I need? That's the most important thing in my life, which is to get insulin. So you telling me I shouldn't do that?
Are you done? What I'm telling you is you should have been known which one of these parties will take care of that from the beginning. You shouldn't have waited until the last minute to figure that out.
I knew I was going to get sick.
How you figure that out? Why would the last minute you figure that out?
No. How did I know I was going to get sick?
If you knew the party, like I've been telling everybody the whole fucking time, party platforms, there's no way in the fuck you waiting 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and you still hold on.
Go ahead.
It's There's no way in the fuck.
No.
You waiting 2 to 3 weeks before election or a month, and you still stutter stepping. I don't give a fuck what your personal issue is now. You know what party take care of all that shit before you got sick, before you needed whatever the fuck. You know which party does what. And before you be confused all of a sudden, and now want to vote for somebody now, it's too fucking late. If you voted for this party, that's against that.
So you want to tell me you going to reject that vote?
Bruh, if the party been against it all this time,
you want to turn, if
listen,
candidate, you going to tell that people you don't want them to vote for you?
It's no candidate just going to pop out the blue and tell you something different from what the party been doing for 20 years.
I understand.
So therefore you done to all of a sudden,
but it is
sit there 2 weeks before election, bruh.
It is
and try to figure it out
here. It is people out here who vote their interests, who vote along the lines of what affects their lives. That's all I'm saying. You might not agree with it.
No.
You might not like it.
I'm
but
telling
that's
you,
the way it is.
Anybody that waits around and act like 2-3 months before an election is the time to try to figure some fucking after a debate. I still need one more debate. You's a fucking idiot. Because their parties has a platform, bruh. They dumb.
I understand that.
They dumb because the parties have platforms. And like I just explained, hold on. What the fuck?
It is.
They dumb as fuck. Like I just explained to you, having nothing changed in 30 fucking 40 years. So if you, like now, election's about to come up. If now all of a sudden you try to be, which one gonna do it for? You's an idiot. Because these parties have not changed. They still doing the same. Hold on, bro.
The party ain't changed, but the candidates have.
The candidate can't. You're not listening. It's not a candidate in America can run on something that the party is not involved in. So stop saying that.
It doesn't.
There's nobody gonna pop
how
up.
many got in the office and didn't do shit.
All right, look. There's no candidate that's gonna pop up and say, "I'm gonna get you insulin," and you ain't know that party was doing that anyway, bruh. If you didn't know, you's an idiot.
That doesn't mean shit if the person who gets in the office doesn't do shit.
That's beside the point. We're not in office yet.
That's beside the point.
We're not in office.
Do the research on the candidate.
We're not in office. We voting.
Right.
So what are you talking about? We're not in office yet.
But there is a group. Look,
so to me, you should already know what these people are.
My whole
you can't be like, for example, 4 years ago, we seen the election, right?
You shouldn't.
We seen the election, right? 4 years ago, right? Everybody seen that, right? So there's no way again. 4 years later, you still trying to figure something out. We know where the party stand, bro.
We're not talking about a president.
You's an idiot.
Nah, bro. I can't go.
Okay, like now, where the party stand?
People,
do you know where the party stand today?
I'm talking about where the party stands.
Who are you talking about then?
I'm talking about, and I'm trying to get through.
Do you know where the party
stands? There are a group of people in this world that you call idiots who vote their interest.
They dumb.
And you can't call them dumb. That's just the way they are. You vote your interests. You know what your interests are on.
That's because it's going to be the same interest for 30, 40, 50 years, bro.
But some people
it's not going to change. All right, let's say your interest do change.
Situations change.
You can't change
situations change.
All right, now, my point.
Stop changing the party. We're talking about personal situations.
Again.
People's lives change.
Right, cool.
Some people might have, 4 years ago, some people might have had a good job, had it going on, making money. And the motherfuckers 4 years in between, they done fell off. They on welfare. They need food stamps. We don't know.
We got that.
Situations change.
We got that.
But some people, 4 years ago, people might have been a picture of health. So 4 years later, they fucked up and they fucked up all the way around.
All right, now
situations change.
But I don't care about your situation and when it change. You already know where the wind blows with each one of these parties, bro. No matter where you at right now,
agree with you. So we don't disagree on that.
All right, now, if you already
know
know
what we disagreeing on,
All right, if you already know where the wind blowing with each party, you can't wait till it's your turn.
What people do?
That's your using it.
Look, if 4 years ago,
no, we got that. I got that.
I'm in the middle class.
But 4 years ago,
I need and the most important thing that I'm voting for.
I get that. I get that.
Tax break.
But we already know where the party's led, right? We already know each party what they gonna do. Let's say you give a fuck about tax cut covered. We got that part covered. We got it. So let's say you give a fuck about tax cuts this year. You know what party giving you tax cuts, right?
Yes.
So you already know what the other party giving people. Healthcare and taking care of social issues, right? But you voted against that. It's my issue. You can't wait till you have that problem, nigga. Because it's nothing. Hold on, stop. Because you've been voting against. Stop for a minute, bruh. You've been voting against that all your life. It shouldn't be there now. Don't vote for it now because it's not supposed to be there. If it's up to you.
I understand where
so you can't. You can't wishy-washy. It's a big difference in these fucking parties, bro.
I understand.
So you can't wait till it's your turn.
I understand where you're coming from.
All right, so what you talking about? You can't wait till it's your turn.
There is a good set of people in the world that do that.
Idiots, bro.
They idiots.
You can't wait till that. There's no way you can wait till that time because we already know where everything's lies. Like I just told you, 20 years ago, we know how they vote. They vote the same way now. You don't want wishy-washy. You can't say 20 years ago the Democrats wasn't putting up bills for social issues. That's what they was doing. You can't say 20 years ago the Republicans wasn't putting up tax cuts. That's what the fuck they was doing. They was defending the Second Amendment. You can't tell me they wasn't doing that. Everything is the fucking same. The only thing is you changing wishy-washy.
It's not
you can't go
wishy-washy because situations change.
Again. You as an individual, you can't wishy-washy like that, bro. You gotta say, I want my gun, but what's more important is the climate. I'm gonna vote for this party because they take care of my air. And fuck the guns. You can't wait till you. Let me talk, Tom. Let me say one thing. Let me get it out.
Go ahead.
You can't vote with a party that don't give a fuck about air, and you know the other party do. And when you on oxygen. Now you want to vote for the party that do. You were the one that made it hard for the other party all this time to help the air. Now you on oxygen. You's an idiot.
No.
What? You one of your guns, bro. Can you suck on that gun for oxygen? So you gotta make your mind. What's more important, to have a gun or breathe air? Which party take care of air, bro? Hold on. Which party take care of the air?
It doesn't
Democrats.
matter.
So 20 years ago was the same way. 30 years ago was the same way. The only person that's changing is you.
Right.
So you can't say that I love my guns.
I'm saying the same thing.
All right, hold on.
Situations change.
All right. You can't say I love my guns for 30 years. Vote for a party that's fighting against your air when your air's fucked up. So now you want to vote for the party that's been trying to fix it.
Are you going to turn the vote down?
Does that make sense?
If you're the candidate, are you going to tell that person that?
Does that make sense?
Huh?
Is that an idiot?
It's life.
Is that an idiot?
It's life. No, I don't say
no,
idiot.
Because we all know.
I would say situations change.
We all know how they gonna do it.
We already know. But
so to me,
if your interest is the second one, if 20 years ago, you was all about guns and the Second Amendment. And that's the way you voted. That was 20 years.
All right, now stay right there.
But
that person right there that constantly voted for their guns, ignoring the fact that Democrats was fighting for these social issues that they knew of, but they still voted against, which made it harder for that shit to happen. That's an idiot. That now what's those programs, bro? What's wrong with you?
Nah, I'm not.
Now I'm gonna vote for a party that's because now I'm in the streets. That's an idiot. You should have been thinking of that when other people needed the streets before you needed it. That's why I say that person an idiot. You should have been caring about the other person. Hold on, bro. You should have been caring about the other people, even though you wasn't in that situation. You should have been caring that the Democrats was trying to make that a situation for the people that were, even though you wasn't at the time. Now you're in it. It's too fucking late because you was voting for the people that's fighting for against it. Now you see what I'm saying? Don't worry about your guns. You fought against something you need now.
what?
It's too fucking late to vote for the Democrat.
What you saying, and I
now that makes you a dumbass, bro.
And I feel, I feel a lot what you saying. What I am saying,
you get it now though.
There are people in this world.
They're dumbass.
In this country,
now we on the same page.
How we not
they
on
dumb
the
as
same
fuck
page?
to wait that late after they've been fighting against the issue. For example,
that don't mean they was fighting against the issue.
Yes, they were.
That was the issue. That was the
you were fighting against my issue.
No,
bro.
if you was fighting against the issue,
if you've been
voting, they voted the issues that was important.
That's cool. That's cool. You were voting for your issues all these.
You are saying, okay,
right?
Okay, put it like this. Put it like this. When you was voting for the issues you vote for, was you voting against the issues that the other side was voting for, or was you voting for what affected you and what was important in your life?
Not really. I'm voting for what affect me and the black culture and the individual, and then people outside of that.
That's what I just said.
That's what I'm voting for. That's what I'm voting for.
Right. What's important to you?
If it's not important to those things, exactly.
What's important to you and what's important in your life? Okay.
Exactly.
The other side does the same thing.
Okay. Now, if you vote
now
for
you
guns,
have to agree with their
exactly.
issues.
We get that.
Now, I don't agree with their issues.
We both get that. But if you vote for guns or tax cuts, and you know the opposition are fighting for these certain issues, you turn around now voting for it now because you need it. It's some idiotic shit to me. You made it hard. No. You stomped in the dirt by voting for people that don't want that.
Idiocy is karma. It's karma.
You voted for people that didn't want. Let's say your ass homeless, and then you look for a shelter. You voted all these years for people that don't want shelters, but now you need one. Now you want to vote for. Hey, I'm gonna vote for you now because you do shelters. No, nigga, you's a dumbass. You should have cared about the people that needed shelters at the time when you didn't need it. That's my point. So that makes you an idiot to me. That makes you the dumbest person. That makes you somebody voting against your interests. You see what I'm saying?
You do it all the time.
So you vote for guns, but you're missing the fact that you need food stamps and you're in poverty, but you'll vote for guns anyway.
Yeah,
you're a dumbass.
And if people do,
you're a dumbass.
And if people do that,
now,
and if people do that,
you're a dumbass.
And I always say, if there's poor white people out here that vote against their interests, every time they vote against,
you dumb as fuck. You dumb as fuck.
They vote Republicans, and they've been promised something that they never get.
Thank you. And if you wait 2 weeks before election and don't know who you voting for, you're a dumbass.
Right.
Simple as that, bro.
But all I'm saying is, there are people, and
after motherfucking primaries, you should know what's going on.
And right or wrong, people say, "Look, I don't affiliate with either party, but I will sit there and I will look at the candidates. I will look
that's
at
the dumbasses.
That's
of
not.
America. Those are dumbasses of America.
That's not dumbasses.
Those are people that
because that's what you're supposed to do.
Those are people that wait to the last minute to get their information during the race. For example, a motherfucker will ignore the whole thing. Get this shit off Twitter, do all their little things. They won't even pay attention to the actual race until it's two people running for the presidency, right? Do you know how much information has went past by that time? So there's only two people left. Now you come in and say, "Oh, I'm gonna do my resources. I'm gonna start thinking which one." By this time, we already know who is best for America, bro.
Everybody
knows. But now
everybody does.
If you wait to that point, bro, you're an idiot.
Wait. You can't say that because everybody don't look at politics the way we do.
Oh my God. All right, let's take for example.
We don't we look at politics.
Doesn't
matter.
We
check our world news.
It doesn't matter.
And CNN and MSNBC.
That's cool.
Every day.
All right, for example,
chance we get.
Nobody, when Trump ran the primary, is not a person in America.
Right. Hold on. You can't just go on Trump. You got to go back.
All right, let me give this example.
Because
in the primaries, right? Everybody in America knew what he said about the Mexicans. And his race just started.
Right. And people voted for it anyway.
Now you get what I'm saying? So you can't, hold on, bro. You can't then vote for that person. But then when you marry a fucking a person you can't vote for that. But then when you meet a bitch online, now you trying to get over here. Now you want to vote Democrat to get the bitch over this bitch. Now you see what I'm saying?
Because that's what
that's odd to me. Because these people, he's been a racist. Hold on, he was a racist at the beginning of the race. Not now when it's just two people when you getting your research together. That's some late shit to me.
But some people
he already pronounced the racism.
But it is some people who
do you get it?
Some people who don't pay
the fuck
attention.
Out of here.
Just like off year.
No. Again, it's not a person in America didn't know what he said about the Mexicans in the wall, bro.
Look.
9 months before, it was just him and Hillary.
Look.
So you can't wait to now when it's just him and Hillary and act like you didn't hear that he was a racist, bro.
Okay. But it is some people. Look, it is some people that don't vote in off-year elections. It's a lot of people that don't vote in off-year elections.
That's the idiots that sit there in front of two candidates at the last minute and say, which one? Really? We done went 9 months of figuring out these people as individuals, bro. You missed that. You wait until the last minute. You's an idiot. You can't research enough doing the debates, doing the race itself. What the fuck? You just went to 2 primaries. These people are here because they won the primaries. You're supposed to watch the primaries and figure out who these people are and what they voted for, bro. Now it's too fucking late for you to figure it out now. Time is ticking.
Look.
That's about the dumbest motherfuckers out here.
All I'm trying to say is, we going off with all of this, argue back and forth. Look, there are people out here.
That's the same joint I want to get with Cap. There's no independence, bro. Y'all dumbasses out there that's waiting until the last minute to vote. We act like you don't know these candidates, bro. It's like the dumbest shit.
I know, but everybody ain't like us.
No.
You know, some people.
So you tell me if somebody in America didn't know he said ban Muslims, ban Muslims.
I'm not saying that it's
the border wall.
And you know what?
What about the border wall?
It's probably is some people
what about the border wall
who didn't know that.
Really?
There's a lot of it's probably a few people. It's probably a few people that didn't know, and it's many more people that didn't care.
Mexicans was racist, rapists, and all that. Nobody knew that.
But
so that person would hear him say that and then wait to the last minute to say, okay, let me figure them 2 out then.
All I'm trying to tell you.
Fuck out of here.
I'm trying to tell you. There is some people, and it's a lot of people in this world. It is a lot of people in this world that even, look, there's a lot of people in this country, I don't give a fuck if you wait the last minute. At least you do exercise your right. You got some people. I care more about the people that don't vote.
I care about you not voting. I care about you voting for Jill Steins. All that dumbass shit.
I care more.
I care about that.
I give a fuck more. Look, if you wait till the last minute and you made an ill-informed decision,
it's gonna be ill-informed.
That's your dumbness. That's your problem.
Those are people that vote.
That's your problem.
When
you gonna get what you get.
When the FBI agent at the last minute do some Hillary shit.
But,
that type of person waiting for that type of people is waiting to vote. Like what?
You got so many people out here that a lot of things that happen wouldn't happen if they just exercise their right to take a half hour to an hour out of their time once every 4 years to vote. Now, if people wait for the last minute and then decide on a candidate, okay, you get what you get. But my only point is there are people, and there's a lot of people. People they don't affiliate with a side. They just choose. They call themselves neutral, and they'll weigh both sides, and they'll vote according to what affects them the most. Some people will vote. Some people will look. Tax cuts affect me the most. I'll vote for this candidate. Healthcare affects me the most.
An idiot.
And I'll vote for this candidate.
That person that voted, let me tell you, that person that voted for that tax cut cannot turn around then and say, don't say Black Lives Matter. You can't turn around and tell me you care about black men getting shot in the streets with these loose ass guns.
But
you can't do both because that party don't give a fuck about them and you voted for them. You can't then turn around.
Okay,
that's my point right there.
You can't tell me.
That's my point.
So you can't tell me, right? You can't tell me.
You can't do both.
Say 4 years ago. Say in the last election, somebody voted for the candidate. Somebody voted for the candidate was offering tax cuts. You was in the high income bracket.
Yeah.
and that's what affected you at the time.
All right, so
But
you don't care about black people being murdered. You don't care. We already know you don't care.
That don't mean you. That doesn't mean you don't.
You voted Republican.
That doesn't mean that really doesn't mean you don't.
Is
care.
Republican taking care of that?
Huh? Wait a minute.
They're gonna do these tax cuts, but are they gonna take care of the guns in the streets?
Finish my point.
No, right?
Let me finish my point.
All right.
So you mean to tell me that I would say me personally, I'm in a high income tax bracket 4 years ago, and I voted say 8 years ago, I'm in a high income tax bracket, and I voted Republican because fuck it. I think I pay too much taxes. I want to bring more money. I want to bring most of my money home. Right. I don't think I should pay the tax rate that I pay.
All right.
I'm vote for this candidate.
All right. So
but say in the meantime,
you don't care about issues, bro.
That don't mean I don't care about.
Don't tell me you do then.
Huh? That don't mean that's the issue that affects me.
You let
that's
that
the
trump.
issue that affects me.
All right. So
you gonna tell me?
Me personally would look at you like you let that trump the guns in the street, which means you don't give a fuck.
That don't mean I don't give a
fuck
about that.
I take that as you don't give a fuck about it because you care about the tax cuts over that.
Okay.
If you care about tax cuts over guns in the street, black men killing black men, to me you care about. You don't give a fuck about black people.
Okay, so you telling me because I want to bring more of my money. I want to keep more of my money.
Yes.
I want to keep more of the money that I work for.
Yes.
To bring home to my family.
Yes.
You telling me because I want to do that, I don't give a fuck about that.
Yes. You exchanged
out your mind.
You exchanged 100,000. You exchanged 10,000. You exchanged 1,000 more for a body in the street, nigga.
No.
You exchanged your tax cuts. $1,000, whatever the fuck you gonna get.
You said
for that body in the street that you gonna act like later on. You gonna say, get the guns out of the street. No, motherfucker.
Oh, hell
you
no.
care about your tax cuts.
You right. But I didn't put that gun in the motherfucking street.
I don't care.
And tell somebody ready to go shoot that motherfucker.
Which party is putting the guns in the streets? Huh? Which party backs put more guns in the street and what party don't?
It doesn't matter.
That means you voted for that. So you don't care about that.
Now back to my point.
You put those on top of that.
So you say
I say you give a fuck about that.
8 years ago, I voted because I want to keep my money that I work for.
Yes.
So you gonna tell me that if I said if I had a change of mind in the 8 years before,
what you mean? Change your mind? What you mean?
Right. If I seen something, well, okay, in the 8 years between, I done seen. Has
the party changed? No, right?
No. I'm like, fuck the party.
Okay,
that's the whole. That's the problem. Fuck the party. Okay. Matter of fact, fuck both parties. We're talking about the individual here. You can tell me that 8 years ago, if I'm in a high income bracket and I voted because keeping my money is what affected my life.
You don't give a fuck about black people, bro.
That don't mean I don't give a fuck about
you don't
black
care.
people.
You don't care.
I don't give a fuck. No. One don't got nothing to
Tell
do
me
with
how you
the
care
other.
then. Tell me how you care.
Huh?
How many decades should a person go now since you care?
Wait a minute.
Hold on. Since the person voted. Hold on. You just went. Republican, you voted for a Republican for your tax cuts, right? With million other issues.
Okay. So
you
how
voted.
How do you know? Wait a minute. You telling me I don't give a fuck about black people.
I just told you. So let me finish.
How do you know that I don't? How do you know?
None of that matters. I don't care.
How do you know?
I'm about to explain.
How do you know I don't? How do you know I don't?
Don't care.
I don't mention black youth.
Don't care.
How do you know?
Why would you mention black youth? Why would you do that?
Whoa. How do you know that I don't donate to black cause?
Why would you do that?
Huh?
What would be your point? You'll be.
How do you know I don't do that?
So you mentor black
youth,
don't
do that,
and then go in there and he gets shot in the street. Then you gotta do what? Act like you care.
Come on.
Act like you give a fuck. No. When you voted for the motherfucker. All right, my turn. Hold on.
One does not have nothing to do with the other. When you put people in a
did you just say it don't have nothing to do with the other?
One doesn't.
All right, now you done?
Go ahead.
Now, you just voted for Republican for your tax cuts.
Right.
It's 10 other issues left. The climate, guns in the street, all that. But you chose your tax cut. Now, me as an individual can look at that and say, you don't give a fuck about black people at all. Because not a Republican on earth is going to vote for any social issue. Going to vote for anything to get any gun out the street. If anything, going to vote for shit to get more guns in the street. So if you vote Republican just for your tax cut, you just ignore all the black issues and you don't give a fuck about none of them. You care about your tax cut, your extra 100,000, extra 1,000, whatever the fuck it's gonna be. But once that youth die in the streets and you supposed to be mentoring them and fuck some shit, then you act like you care about, oh, we need to do something about this. Nah, motherfucker, you voted for the niggas to help this happen. That's my point, bro. That's what I mean. You can't do both.
No.
Now you get it.
One ain't got.
Now you get it.
No,
Yes, they do.
That's garbage.
They definitely go together.
That's garbage.
What you mean?
That's garbage. That's garbage.
I'm listening.
Because one don't got nothing to do with the
I'm
other.
listening.
I can still vote my interest, and I can still.
I'm about to tell you how they got to go together.
I can still support black causes.
Why would you do that?
Why could I do that? Because I care.
Why would you do that? Okay, let's say it's no social issues, no social programs at all in America. It's no shelters at all in America. That's according to you voting for Republicans. That's what you want.
Come on.
So how would you give a fuck about black people, bro?
So
let's go with the food stamps. You don't give a fuck because you just vote Republican. They don't want none. The climate. You don't give a fuck about the climate because they don't even think it exists. So you just voted for your tax cuts, but you just ignored all that. That's my point. But your tax cuts are so sweet that you ignored the climate.
Right.
You ignored all the guns in the neighborhoods. You ignored all black youth killing each other. So you ignored all that for your tax cut, which is not changing either party. These parties are the same. So you made your choice. You chose that to fight against the party.
That doesn't mean I'm fighting against it.
Who? Are Republicans fighting against it?
Huh? That I don't give a fuck what other people are doing.
How does that work then?
I'm talking about what
How does a Republican fight for something?
An individual.
How does a Republican?
You are going on the party. I just told you.
All right, cool.
Fuck the party.
You want tax cuts?
Both parties. So we are talking about there are individuals that actually do this. Some people vote their interest. With some people, like take the extra money that they keep off the tax cut, and they might donate to you.
Why would you do that?
Because they can and they want to.
Okay, so
it's more than one way.
You're going to donate.
It's not you put it out there like it's only one way. It's more than one way for an individual to contribute.
All right.
Yes.
Cool.
I can care about the Second Amendment. Yes.
And
as
what?
a Democrat, I care about the Second Amendment. Second Amendment. I just believe that you got a right to keep guns. I just don't agree. I just think there's some guns you don't need to have. That's just me. Okay?
That's not a Republican Party though, bro.
Huh?
You just voted for your tax cuts though.
Look, I'm playing devil's advocate.
Ain't no devil advocate. You voted for your tax cuts. You get all that with it, bro.
So you telling me that I'm wrong?
Yes.
You telling people that you can't tell.
You get that package with it though, bro.
You making it seem like it's wrong and you anti-black.
Yes.
You anti this.
You just voted against our interest though.
Because that is my interest. That's my interest.
All right, let me ask you. Is the Republican Party in the black culture interest?
Is
the Republican Party in the black culture interest?
I make $3 million.
Is the Republican Party in the black culture interest?
Making $3 million a year.
Is the black culture party? Is the Republican Party in the black culture's interest?
No.
All right. So if you vote for Republican, you're against our interest. So why is that so hard for you to understand?
Because it's not true.
Just because you want your tax cuts,
okay,
you voted against our interest.
You got so many people out here.
But you just said it, right? You just agreed.
Some people vote they wallet. That does not mean you cannot help.
What?
You cannot take that money, or you cannot take your time. You cannot donate. You cannot contribute to causes that affect the black youth. One doesn't have nothing to do with the other.
It got a lot to do with it.
I'm making $3 million a year, and you're going to take $1 million of it in taxes. You goddamn right I'm going to vote my interest.
All right, so you chose your tax cuts over.
Yes.
Over the environment. You all
that
chose
doesn't mean I don't give a fuck about it.
You just went. Yes. What else you do then? If you don't care.
Okay, you're telling me is the government is the only
The government is the only people that can stop violence in the streets. That's what you're saying.
Yeah,
you are saying the government is the only one that can do. People
what do you want to do? As an
responsibility.
individual,
People can't stop, take responsibility for the dumb shit that they do.
No.
You telling me people cannot make a choice to put the fucking guns down and stop shooting each other?
That sounds good.
Bullshit.
That sounds good.
That's bullshit.
But the guns there, now what?
Bullshit.
Can we eliminate the guns then?
Huh?
Can we eliminate the guns?
Okay, then people stab each other to death.
We're satisfied with that. I'm satisfied with that then.
Huh?
There's plenty of countries that's living off that. Easy. There ain't no mass stabbing.
I understand.
There's no mass stabbings, bro. So there's nobody running around stabbing 20 people.
Shit, it just
it's not happening, bro.
It just happened.
Where? What are you talking about?
Damn it.
There's no mass stabbing.
Bullshit.
We're not going to be running around, motherfuckers running around with knives, just running around stabbing.
Bullshit.
It's not happening, bro.
Bullshit.
Now, if you go to motherfucker with them rounds, 100 rounds, you can kill 100 people.
Bullshit.
Simple. And if you're voting for that, you can't tell me you give a fuck about me on the end of that. You can't tell me, first of all, you're not going to tell me every black motherfucker walking around with a gun supposed to have that gun, dog.
No.
All right. So if they're not supposed to have that gun, how the fuck they get it?
Mass stabbing.
Illegal, yes or no?
What? Say that again.
If they're getting these guns, are they illegal, yes or no?
Not all of them.
How a black youth, 16-year-old and a 15-year-old running around with automatics? This is illegal, right? They died. They the ones shooting everybody, right?
Okay, it was just a fucking.
That's the youth.
It was just a mass stabbing last week in Las Vegas.
What the hell is a mass stabbing, bro?
A mass stabbing.
What is that?
Okay.
No such thing, huh?
Bullshit.
Bro, all these countries out there, you think you can deal with a knife or a semi-automatic, bro?
I understand.
All right, so that's not even an argument. If you voting for that,
you saying it ain't mass stabbings. I'm telling you they are.
We can deal with that. That's no problem.
Deal with that.
What is that? That's nothing.
Yeah, we can deal with a lot of shit. What you saying is, you making it seem like that the government is the only way to reduce the violence in the streets.
Yeah,
that's not. Yeah, it takes more than the government.
What?
It does take more than the government.
Okay, so
yeah, the government plays a part. The government plays a big part.
So what side of the government gonna play a part in it?
What?
You already know which one, right?
People got to take responsibility.
Do you know which part gonna play a part in that?
What you mean?
What side of the Republican or Democrat gonna take part in that? Do you know that already? Which one is gonna take part in trying to eliminate guns in the street? Which one is gonna do that? Okay, so if you vote Republican, that's fighting their interests. What's your problem?
That means I'm voting my interest. I'm voting what affects my life where I live at. I live in a place. If I live in a place, say I live in motherfucking Massachusetts, say I live in North Dakota, Wisconsin, where there isn't the violence that it is in the streets here.
Don't go on TV after that and say you care.
Huh? Wow.
I don't give a fuck where you live at.
I can go on. I can have a
don't have no sympathy. Don't come on
a revelation.
Man,
I can turn on the news and say,
get the guns out the streets.
You're gonna tell me that I can't turn on the news and see what happened to George Floyd and say and that'll affect me and say, hold up,
the guns in the street.
Okay, I can't.
George Floyd too.
I can't
vote against that.
I can't turn on the news. I can't turn on the news and see what happened in Uvalde and say and have no. And say no. This can't continue.
No. You voting against that?
I can't say you crazy.
You voting against it?
Come on, man. You
chose your tax cuts over that. You chose that. You made your choice.
No.
Don't start acting like you care now.
No. Because people have a change of heart. People have a change of mind. People have a change of feeling.
All right, put it like this. Maybe it go by what's more important to you.
Huh?
Right? Maybe it go by what's more important to you as an individual.
Right? Whenever elections come around, there are people, and I'm going to say this again, people vote according to their wallet. People vote according to their health.
You can't cry about nothing though, bro.
Look, I say you can't cry if you don't vote.
You gotta stay steady.
Huh?
You can't just all of a sudden. You can't go from Republican
change all the time
and vote Democrat because you're sick now, bro.
People do it
because I'm telling you, that's a
type
shit.
Because of the shit Trump did, how many people left the Republican Party and became Democrats? Look it up.
That don't matter.
So you saying they can't do that?
No.
They can't say, "Damn, I voted for this fucking maniac and look what happened."
No.
Come
no.
on. You can't do that.
I need you to start voting Democratic, nigga.
Nah.
Not vote Republican. They care about Democrat issues. That's bullshit.
Nah.
Vote for those issues to help them fight those issues. Don't vote against those issues. The defense against those issues, they act like you care about them. I don't care about your tax cuts. If you vote for your tax cuts, and that same person
who voted
just went
is people who voted one way, and people who have voted. You see it every year, and I know damn well you see it. And much as I know you watch motherfucking 24-hour news just like I do, you see it. And when people are coming, I have voted Republican for the last 12 years, and they're just not doing anything. I'm voting Democrat this year.
They dummies. Don't even want them voting at all. They're the ones that vote for fools like Trump.
You know what?
They ill-informed,
That's
bro.
why we and shit like that.
They ill-informed. That's why we got this podcast. They ill-informed.
Get fools like Trump.
They ill-informed, bro.
First of all, the Democratic Party is supposed to party.
No. If you vote for your tax cuts, you vote against that. If you vote for your tax cuts for Republicans, don't tell me you care about gay marriage. Don't tell me you care about police violence. Don't tell me you care about those things, bro.
I'm a Democrat. I'm against motherfucking gay marriage.
That's beside the point. But you care about guns on the street, though, right?
What you mean? It's beside
you care about the climate, though.
I mean, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with everything on the
There's no way it gotta be what's your heart, though.
That's what I've been saying all night.
You can't tell me your hottest tax cuts, because then you don't give a fuck.
That doesn't mean you don't give a fuck about other issues.
Democrats don't run on tax cuts.
That doesn't mean they don't give a fuck about other issues. You got some people, look, I gotta take care of my family. And my family comes before anybody.
Tax cuts ain't gonna do it.
Okay, you know if I'm bringing more of my money home.
Yeah.
If I'm bringing more, if I'm not getting taxed as much, and I'm bringing more of my money home, then I can send my kids to college. I can live in the house I want. I can buy the car I want. I can live the life I want to live, the life that I work for. And okay.
But when that police shoot your black ass, your neighbor or somebody in the fucking street, don't act like that's some you care about me.
Sometimes,
because people try and fight that, and you voted against them, bro.
Some people,
people try and fight that, you voted against them.
I understand.
So what's that?
You can feel that way.
Ain't no thing like that. Them the facts.
Wrong.
Them the facts.
They don't mean that people are wrong.
They wrong.
Because how many people done work themselves up out of poverty, out of the hood? They got themselves into another tax bracket. And they want to keep their money.
So you going to vote Republican?
Come on.
Well, you know, the only way you got there was from the Democratic social issues, social programs.
That don't mean
that makes you a jackass.
Some people work their ass off.
You make my point. Even if it's not you at the time, you should care about people in those situations.
I understand.
That's my point. If you vote Republican for your tax cuts,
that does not mean you don't care.
If you vote Republican for your tax cuts, you don't.
That doesn't mean
you vote against those issues.
Because how many people, I might vote to keep my money. I'm voting for the person that represent what matters in my life. And if my money matters in my life, I'm not putting the guns in a motherfucker's hand to go out here and shoot another person.
Thank you.
I'm not putting
Make your mind up.
I'm not putting the
guns. You can't double talk. Eating motherfuckers. It's not a double talk situation,
because you put it on that if people don't vote for the issues that that you think they should vote for, then you putting it on like they wrong.
It's a bigger issue. It's a bigger issue than your fucking tax cut.
And it's not necessarily true.
It's a bigger picture than your fucking tax cut, is what I'm trying to make clear to people.
Huh?
It's a bigger issue than whatever your one issue is. It's a bigger issue. These parties haven't changed.
It might not be just one issue. It could be 2 or 3 issues.
These parties haven't changed in 50 years.
You know,
they stand. They where they are. Period. And when you flip flop, that's you. And when you vote for Republican, they voting against all these issues. They've been doing that for 50 years. This party been voting for all these issues. They've been voting for that for 50 years. You can't say, okay, I'm gonna vote right here this year because I'm making more money this year.
Right.
I'm gonna vote. Hold on. Go ahead. You can't wait to this year to say, you know what? I'm gonna vote Republican this year because I'm making more money. Because now you're voting against the issues that you cared about, you so-called cared about before. You voted against them now.
Issues change. People's change.
Okay. You voting against these things now. Now you don't care about social issues. You don't care about those things no more. Because now you chose.
Me, I don't care.
Why not? You chose against it.
You tell me I don't care. You gonna tell me just because I vote a certain way, I don't care about the black community.
What makes you care now?
What?
I'm lost. You just voted. For example, you voted for Republican.
The way I vote doesn't mean
you just
I
voted for.
As because you don't know. You don't
Let's
know
say
some of these people.
You just voted for somebody.
You got some people out here who care, who donate their time, who donate their money, who donate this, that, and the third, who do all kinds of things to support.
Why? My point is
to support black causes, to support the black community. They work in the black community. They donate. They do this, that, and the third. But when it comes to certain issues, they might vote a certain way. There's people out here that do that. You don't know. You might talk to a person every day, and he will agree 100% on everything you say. If he go in that motherfucking voting booth, he might go, because this is what I don't believe in abortion, and I want to attack it. And the motherfucker might do that.
When you do that, man, you just put yourself against the issue. The black communities and guns and the violence, the border, the climate, you against those things because now you just are voting against those things. Like Nancy Pelosi is going up against Republicans that you voted. Again, there's 10 issues both parties got to vote on, bro. One party don't give a fuck about those issues. You vote against it. You can't then care about it when it's your turn. You don't give a fuck. You cannot switch up because the Democrats been doing this, bro. Republicans been doing that.
You don't know for one day you might be motherfucker tomorrow.
Alright, I get that now. I'm saying is that person can't switch up now because
switching up.
Let me finish. How can an individual, let's say you fighting for your streets, right? Everybody got guns, right? You got guns fighting for your block. How can an individual say I'm fighting for a block, but then you cross the street and the layman them ammo? Do you make any fucking sense? By doing that, that's what you're doing when you vote for Trump and then say you care about black issues. You handing them the ammo, but standing on it over here acting like you care. You don't. They fight all issues that have anything to do with a black person. Period. That's just clear. And if you vote for your so-called tax cut, that's voting against black issues. If you vote for your so-called guns, you just voting against black issues because you'll never let me finish the joint, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I said, what you're saying is you should never vote for issues that affect you. And that's what people do.
You don't let me finish.
I've been letting you finish. You saying the same shit. You going back on the platform and this, that, and the third. All I'm saying is people vote according to the people out here that vote according to the situation at the time. If you can agree with it, you cannot agree with it.
And every time I tell you that person is an idiot, I
don't agree with calling them an idiot. I'm lost. That's what I'm saying.
When I explain you
why that don't make them an idiot. Why not? It doesn't.
So if you and the motherfucker went somewhere and y'all fighting somebody, this nigga leave you, go to the nigga you fighting and hand him some bullets. That wouldn't be some jackass shit to you, bro? You don't think a nigga vote Republican and say they care about the guns in the black streets? That don't sound dumb.
Some people do.
And I'm telling you, that's a jackass, that's a dummy.
Some people do.
It don't get no simpler.
I mean,
it don't get no simpler than that.
I just don't. I just don't agree.
Issue that you say you agree with.
I just don't agree with calling it.
You can't wait till your turn, bro.
Because some people, it's too late now. Because situations in life change. Situations in life can change at the drop of a hat.
That's a dummy.
You can walk right out that motherfucking door and something can happen, and then your whole world is changed. And your whole worldview is changed.
It's nothing in the Republican Party that changes. You can always need tax cuts, guns. That's not a change. What changes in people's lives is when you homeless. What changes in people's lives if you get shot by a fucking gun. That's what changed. That's a change. Changes and tax cuts never change in your life, bro.
But those things,
that's all they went on.
Those changes in your life.
So if you vote Republican,
wait a minute,
got what you like.
But those changes in your life gave you the worldview that you had. That's what gave you the worldview that you had.
You can't care about that.
So you gonna tell me that another person can't go through the same things that you went through, that I went through, and go through the same realization that we're going through? No, yes it can, because you had to go through the shit you went through. I done went through the shit I went through to put me where I am today. I gotta go.
If we talk about a motherfucker that's just voting according to whatever the person is that day, they give, that's the problem I'm talking about.
But that's what you had.
No, that's an idiot.
It's what you had. Okay, and agree to disagree.
And if you're a person out there that been voting Republican, I like Trump. I'm voting him. I like Bush. I'm voting him. Don't tell me you give a fuck about guns in the street, bro. Because those are the niggas that been fighting this issue. You don't tell me you give a fuck about the climate, because those are clowns that been fighting this shit. Don't wait till you need some insulin, motherfucker. Because those are niggas that been fighting. That's my problem. That's my issue. That's an idiot to me, bro. These parties haven't changed. Period. Don't wait till you need some social shit, nigga. Like, if I never needed a fucking motherfucking homeless shelter day in my life, I still vote for the party that's putting that out. Because I know people that need that, nigga. I'm not worried about my guns. I'm not gonna worry about my taxes. The person that does that is a fucking idiot, bro. That's my point.
Those things that shake the world to you.
That's his point. That's my point. He's an idiot.
And some people world
he or she is a fucking idiot. Simple as that. Because the parties don't change. One party is guns, death, and faith. That haven't changed in 30 years. So if you with me, Robin, that's your dumb ass. Simple as that. Only one party gonna help get these guns out of the street. I got 11-year-old black son coming up. I want the guns out now. I'm gonna keep voting Republican and wait and wait and wait. These are real issues, bro. You and your tax cut. You take that precedence over guns in the black man's street. You's a bitch for that. Simple as that. And you don't care about my issue. And then my issue is black guns killing black people, bro. And you think it's only up to the black individual? Cool. I think it's getting rid of the guns. Simple as that. You're not gonna tell a 17-year-old. Hey, you know what I'm saying?
I'm saying. Look, government
and don't vote for part of it. And act like you can.
Individuals play a big part of it. It's